Hi there, people. I'm continuing on my designer day. So it's kind of a designer day today. Um, I'm not even wearing I'm wearing Guerlain style right now, but anyway, I wanted to talk about L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. Why is because one of the last videos I've done decades ago, it seems, it was on La Nuit de l'Homme being overhyped, and I still stand by this. Um, yeah, it is overripe. It's a good fragrance. It smells nice. There's lavender and everything. It's it's a nice fragrance, but it's not the women go crazy for that fragrance type of a deal that people make it to be, and it's not that it's not a masterpiece in any way or whatever. But I wanted to talk about L'Homme because the original, like La Nuit de l'Homme, originally is a flanker of L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. And L'Homme is a very interesting fragrance. Okay, so L'Homme um, is a fragrance that is not like hyped that much. But no one really dislikes this fragrance. And I wanted to tell you that there's a reason for that. L'Homme is a very safe and very well done, classic, elegant fragrance that is pretty much made like to be something no one dislikes. It's a fragrance that has like ginger in the notes. It's kind of it's not a huge projector. It's not something that's gonna be that has a lot of personality. It just smells very, very good. And it's almost kind of a second skin, like kind of a deal where you don't really notice the person having a fragrance. You're just like, wow, that person really smells nice, for no particular reason. I said that also because I have seen someone wearing that fragrance recently, and I was like, we're talking a bit about fragrances, and then he was like, yeah, I'm wearing one right now. Can you guess? And I smelled it. I was like, oh my god, it's L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. I was like, I thought you smelled good, like from afar. I was like, this guy smells pretty damn good, But it's nothing like, oh my god, he smells like so intense, or oh my god, he smells like so unique, or whatever. It was just like, it smells damn good, It's really nice. A very uplifting fragrance. It's like an optimistic, fizzy kind of fragrance. And yeah, I think the thing I get the most with the fragrance is the ginger aspect. Ginger is like effervescent. It's a bit spicy, but it's also fresh. So it's a fresh, spicy kind of a vibe. And it's just so good. It has a little sweetness, kind of like slightly like candied ginger. Very, very nice. But like, I think that there are people that are like not going to revolve around that fragrance because they will think, oh yeah, but it's not a standout. You won't stand out from the crowd. It doesn't have that much personality. But I do think that this is not the actual goals when it comes to fragrances, to find a fragrance that absolutely will get like people's head to turn and ask you what you're wearing, or like be like, oh no, I don't like that, or whatever. I think that mostly when you wear fragrances, you just want to, like, most people, they just want to smell nice, and they just want to be, happy with themselves and have like a fragrance that has a good effect on their mood. And I think that L'Homme by YSL is quite that fragrance. It's a fragrance that is pretty classy, pretty elegant, pretty like all year round, pretty like, this is a fragrance. It's a jack of all trades. If you can buy like, you could buy it and just run with that fragrance for the rest of your life, and you'll always smell good in any situation. it's kind of a classic. It has this elegance to it. You can wear it like up, like dressed up, casual, at work, at a bar, during the day, during the night, whatever. One of the main issues people come across with that fragrance is the performance isn't that good. So as a daily driver, you kind of need to like leave it in your bag somewhere and reapply sometimes. But I think it's pretty nice because the combo it had like with La Nuit de l'Homme was like you wear L'Homme during the day and La Nuit de l'Homme during the night, you know? And they both didn't last that long, so it was easy to do the rotation. I thought it was a pretty good idea, and I do think that La Nuit de l'Homme, I think it's overhyped, but it's still a very good fragrance. It still works like very well too. So I think that those this line of fragrance, like it wasn't made to be ground like completely like oh my god, it's the fragrance that like everyone runs after you when you wear it. It's just like a fragrance that smells really nice, gives a good vibe, good impression. It's kind of sexy in that way that it's not like it's like understated sexy, you know. It's like skin scent kind of a vibe that really works well, really makes you smell very nice. And they're both that kind of fragrance. So I do think it's sexy. I don't think it's like people are gonna run after you and ask you what you're wearing. I think it's yeah, it's more like an ideal of you just want to smell nice and you just want to have a fun time. That's what I think about those fragrances. Now, is it a bad thing? No, it's not. It's an actually very good thing. Is L'Homme a unisex fragrance? Definitely. Like it's a ginger based, very easy to wear for anyone fragrance. Okay, so some fragrance have like elements of stereotypical, like you know, heavy florals and very sweet for women, or like very woodsy and I don't know, like very warm and definitely high in spices and stuff like for men. Um, Anyone can wear the fragrance they like, but I think that L'Homme is like a perfect like in between. Like there's woodsy aspects, there's floral aspects. The ginger is like fresh, spicy, and sweet at the same time. Like anyone can rock this fragrance. It's you know there's nothing bad with it, but it's kind of like L'Homme and La Nuit de l'Homme are kind of NPC fragrances, if you can call it that. They're not like highly like high in personality or high in creative content or like big journey ahead or whatever fragrances, but they get the job done and they smell fantastic. So I think it's that's that's more what I wanted to say about also La Nuit de l'Homme, but L'Homme is also in the same vein. I think L'Homme is a better fragrance overall than La Nuit de l'Homme, and it's even easier to pull off anytime you want. So I think that if you should choose only one fragrance, it would be L'Homme. I think it's better done. It doesn't smell as cheap as La Nuit de l'Homme too, and it's yeah, it's a joy fragrance. It's uplifting. So yeah, that being said, spread love and spray love. Bye bye.